issue is the teaching practices. That's the reason we invest in a way or another to put best practices in learning, and we bring them here to facilitate these things, and you will be the transformers here in our institutions.
The Royal Commission Yambu Colleges and Institutes RCYCI wants its faculty members to develop self-directed learners by nurturing their problem-solving skills. The students can then apply these skills to their future courses and in their careers. The Education Development Center at RCYCI has joined hands with the German-Malaysian Institute or GMI in Selangor, Malaysia. The institute is training the faculty members in problem-based learning or PBL techniques to teach students. GMI is a joint venture between the governments of Malaysia and Germany and is a hub for advanced skills training in engineering education.
By deploying PBL, what's important is that we want the students to start to do a lot of thinking rather than memorizing. With PBL, we find that students became more independent. Yeah? They are self-reliant learner, and more importantly, they are actually a lifelong learner student.
The teachers or the lecturer become a facilitator. The module or the syllabus that we always look at, the traditional kind of way become a problem statement. And the student at the end become a problem solver. This is where we train the lecturer over here how to craft a problem statement that meet the existing learning outcome, and then they will practice their facilitation skill so that this character of the lecturer become a facilitator, syllabus become a problem statement, can go smoothly.
GMI has used PBL successfully for the past 4 years. To kickstart the problem-based learning culture at RCYCI, managing directors, deputy managing directors and heads of departments were given a 3-day workshop by GMI.
Such type of philosophy will ensure quality of our program delivery, quality in terms of disseminating, in terms of even generating and disseminating the knowledge. More than that, the Royal Commission Colleges and Institute community will become responsible producer and critical consumers at the same time.
We need to gradually move from spoon feeding, let's say, to have the student start doing the learning by himself.
We're concentrating on bringing workshops like this. It gives us a chance to appreciate, oh, we could really be doing this. Our curriculum could be focusing on the student. So yeah, I'm quite excited by the prospect.
I truly believe that we can apply this in our classes. I believe if there is a will, there is a way.
I really appreciate that these people came here and shared with us their experience. They didn't just apply a methodology, but they adapted to their needs.
The most important key point I have learned from this workshop is how to involve these methodologies and techniques in our curriculum, and especially in writing the course learning outcome.
The trainers discussed ways to implement the PBL techniques within the RCYCI sector. The heads of departments will now ensure that the instructor's role in the classroom is to build students' confidence to take on the problem and encourage them while they stretch their understanding.
Problem-based learning or PBL develops divergent thinking in students that gives them the ability to see lots of possible answers to a question, lots of possible ways of interpreting a question, and to seek lots of answers, not just one. The GMI team is now giving intensive 12-day workshops to female and male faculty members at the Royal Commission Yambu Colleges and Institutes. These faculty members will use their newfound PBL techniques to help students deal with real-world problems and provide them with skills most sought after in the industry.
You are given 4 more minutes to prepare for your 5-minute time limit group task presentation.
The workshop is helping faculty members master the steps involved in the implementation of a student-centered problem-based learning approach. There is a special focus on crafting problem statements, mapping the problem with course learning outcomes, and designing the PBL curriculum. This will make our teachers more creative and innovative in their teaching and create a dynamic, problem-based learning environment.
The teacher is not there to dictate or to direct the students, but give the students a chance to improve themselves through their own learning process by the mechanism they love to develop, and teacher is just behaving there as a facilitator.
Problem-based learning would pose a lot of challenges in the future, but we welcome change. We embrace it, and we will soon see whether this would implicate a lot of good feedback later on.
It provides students to display their skill, their knowledge, their collaboration, and it enables them to be the productive part of that learning process.
This approach will help us to have thinkers rather than, thinkers and learners rather than students. And inshallah, in the near future, those thinkers gonna be leaders.
PBL is, as you all know, is a style of active learning. So in active learning, students, learning comes first before teaching. So that means that students are learning by solving problems, and it will give them the opportunity to learn how to learn. So that I believe this will help our students a lot.
The PBL approach is student-centered, and basically that is what English language teaching and learning is supposed to be about. It should be about focusing on the students and giving them some leeway, or giving them the freedom to learn on their own.
I believe the PBL will be a great method to involve the student and engage him in a research, skills, and also problem solving.
Both the student and the teacher get engaged. Actually, they both learn from it. I think it's coming in just the right time for our colleges and institutes, and it actually fits in our plans for the future of colleges and institutes at Yamba.